Welcome back. Everybody, Jim, this is everybody at home.
Hi, everybody at home.
Jim, you're a pitmaster for Sonny's. If everybody didn't know,
right.
Jim is a pitmaster. Jim, when did you become a pitmaster, and why did you decide to become a pitmaster?
I've been a pitmaster a little more than 6 years.
Okay.
Being a pitmaster, it was being a student of the game, try to be as good as you can at your craft, owning your craft. But it's who we are. At Sonny's, we're the original pitmaster, Sonny Tillman. It's the heritage of who we are. It's kind of like getting back to our roots.
That's kind of me. I wanted to be great at barbecue, and you're right. You talk about Sonny Tillman, who was our original pitmaster. I mean, who better than him to try to model ourselves after? And, so that's really cool. And you and I became pitmasters right around the same time.
Yeah.
So you talk 4th of July. What do we got going on here today? So we got some corn here, as you can see right here in front of me. But one thing I like to do is I like to grab a fresh ear corn. You can get these at your local grocery store. They're readily available. But before you go out, before you take it somewhere, even in your backyard, you want to go ahead and peel it. You want to shuck a piece of corn. If you never shuck corn, it's actually one of the most satisfying things you can do. You want to peel all this green stuff off because it's not really, there's going to be no use for it. And break off that end there. All right, you're left with really a nice yellow piece of corn. Some of these corns come in white. It's okay too. It's just as good. Now, one thing you want to do, especially if you're going somewhere, is you want to parboil this. And parboiling means you want to put it in water, get it ready. You want to kind of get it nice and soft beforehand. So one thing I like to do is I like to take my corn, put it in some water on the stove, and then I add 3 tablespoons of sugar and just as much salt as you like. I got probably about a tablespoon of salt here. So add a little bit of salt to it. Just know that the kernels are going to soak up anything that you put into the pot. All right, so if you put salt in there, great. If you put sugar in there, all that's going to be soaked up into these kernels. So right here, we got some parboiled corn. All right, it's nice and soaked up. One thing I like to do is I like to wrap it, especially if I'm on a campsite, if I'm doing something, because it's going to be cold, but you want to heat it back up, and you still want to inject a little bit more flavor into it. So one thing I like to do before I actually put it on my grill, on my campsite grill, is I'll take some butter and I'll just brush it right on there. It's about a tablespoon of butter that you need per piece of corn. It's nice and buttery. Who doesn't like nice and buttery corn, right? Take a little bit of salt, you sprinkle it right on there. Perfect. And guys, here's the thing. One thing that's gonna make you just so happy is that you take some of Sonny dry rub seasoning. Sonny dry rub seasoning is amazing. It goes great with a lot of our proteins, that you might cook at home, but it also goes great with vegetables. So I'm gonna take a little bit of dry rub seasoning here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that on the top. And if you're looking to get some dry rub seasoning, go to sonnysbbq.com or go to one of your local Sonny's. They should have these available in retail bottles. All right, I'm just gonna take this corn, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up nice and tight because you don't want any of that butter or yummy goodness escaping. Jim, can you put these on that grill for me, please? All right. Jim's putting those on the grill. It's gonna take them probably about, right around 15 minutes. You wanna continuously flip them after every 5 minutes. That'll be great. And as you can see right here, we got a cast iron skillet getting hot on the grill. Jim's throwing some peppers and onions into this cast iron skillet right here. It's got some butter, that butter in there. It's just so amazing. We're gonna cook those down because we got sausages coming up near next. Oh, what are you doing, Jim?
I'm gonna kick it up a little bit. I'm gonna add the Sonny's rub to our vegetables.
Nice, that's a good idea.
A little bit of extra flavor, not too much, but enough to give it some spice.
Things we don't even talk about. I mean, that dry rub it was great on our piece of corn. It's going to be great on those vegetables because those vegetables have just butter on them. So cooking that up with some Sonny's dry rub is the way to go. And Jim, if you go ahead and start stirring those, that'd be great. Let them cook down a little bit. We'll talk these sausages here. So one thing I really love at Sonny's Barbecue, you can get a jalapeno cheddar sausage. Those are amazing. If you haven't had them, go to your local Sonny's, get them a la carte, get them by the pound. They come on our whole hog sandwich and they go on our smoking gun sandwich as well. But normally those aren't available in regular stores. So I have the next closest thing, or the next thing that I like to think is very comparable. We got bratwurst sausages here. So for me, I like to just go ahead and go right on the grill with some sausages here. Because what better to go with these sausage and peppers to go with these peppers and onions that Jim put on here than these great bratwursts. They go right on. Now continuously flip those, all right? Just like cooking a hot dog on the grill, continuously flip them. They're a little bit thicker. They got a heavy casing on them. So make sure you keep an eye on them that they don't burn, but continuously flip them as you will do the corn. Man, that looks like it's gonna be really good, guys. It looks pretty phenomenal here.
Yeah, this can go ahead and cook up right now for me.
Nice. Woo, I'm so excited here. This just looks so amazing here. So as you can see, one thing that Jim did is he cut some sausage, these jalapeno sausages. This is what you would see at Sonny's, this bottom row down here. These are great. Just remember, the jalapeno sausages, they're not as spicy as everybody thinks. I know you say jalapeno, but the cheddar inside there really cancels it out. Tastes amazing. Go buy, get yourself some. But if you can't, we got our sausages here. The ones that we just pull off the grill, they look absolutely amazing. I'm kind of a plain guy myself. I didn't want any sausage and peppers. I didn't want any peppers and onions on mine, but I do like a little bit of grainy mustard, little grainy Dijon mustard on mine. Jim, are you I see you got some sausage and peppers on yours.
Yeah, man. My brats have got to have peppers and onions on them. So.
Okay, you know that's to each his own. This is why this is so great, guys. Is that you can let your family choose whenever you're on a picnic, campsite, or whatever. Let them make it up how they want to have it made up, all right? This is why it's so good to do it like this. You want some mustard on yours?
Sure, man.
All right, man. Gotta say, man, you did a really, really fantastic job with these.
You taught me all the way.
All right.
After
You ready to bite? Okay.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
All right, here we go.
So,
All right, here we go. I'm ready to bite into this. All right, here,
Happy
cheers.
4th.
Happy 4th, brother.